Only right is blood.
By God. This one called Conversation with an Angel. Okay? All right, all right, all right. To all my people that are lost in their way, you gonna learn today how to take on the witness of God and not that of what men were saying. I pray this one right here get the same type of release that was given on January 1st, 1863. That was the day the Emancipation of Proclamation went forth, and that was the day that slaves were granted their humble cry of give us free. So wrap your mind around this notion like the equator to the world, and wrap your mind around this notion like a newly released soldier to his newborn baby girl. And incline your ear to everything that I'm about to say, because everything I'm about to say is about to be the truth. And although this one right here is going to be able to apply to every age, group, and gender, I usually spit this to my young male youth. So, listen, my ample minds. Last night I sat at the table of God and I had me a feast. Living water, the bread of life, and J. Alexander quality meat. See, when it was done, I had this thing that we like to call the itis, and I fell into a deep sleep. And it was there that these angels appeared to me and they began to speak. They said, young men of God, the preservation of life seems to be shortened by the day. People are making decisions based on intuition and less on what God has to say. They choose to walk in the way of the scornful, and it's crazy because they are misguided to say the least. They are driven by mainstream media. Therefore, they endeavor in the things that they see on TV. That sounds just like the youth, huh? They are driven by mainstream media. Therefore, they only endeavor in the things they see on TV. Gold teeth and sagging pants, and everybody want to hustle. But most people only do it because that's the card that they've been dealt. So I can't even go that way. But when this conversation was over and these angels, they began to flee, I felt this ounce of wisdom. This ounce of wisdom just fell upon me, and I began to think that I should speak to everybody that I see. So, in saying that, let me just say this. Just as sure as Abraham Lincoln, since we talk about the Emancipation of Proclamation, just as sure as Abraham Lincoln is on the smallest brown coin that's only worth 1 cent, and just as sure as he has a black father, which means he is of African American descent, most of y'all didn't know that, did y'all? And just as sure as you can add up every other coin that he's not on and it's worth more than it, and just as sure as you put them all in front of it, they seem to have their back turned towards it. I mean, no conspiracy theory. Just as sure as all those things, most people gonna hear what I say, and especially the youth, and they still fall for the enemy's tricks. So, in saying that, let me say this, my anxious hearts. Beware the frustration that life will bring, for it will have your spirit man weary off of having not acquired soulish things. But the Bible has told me no good thing from you will he withhold. Therefore, you're either not supposed to have this thing right now, or you're not coming to the throne as bold. And Paul, in the Bible, the Apostle Paul, he taught me that I have never seen the righteous forsaken nor seed begging bread. Therefore, I will not allow you to have these obscure visions of this life go to your head, or else you end up in a dark and weary place, or even worse, right where the enemy will want you, somewhere useless and dead. My people perish because of lack of knowledge. But just like Paul said, I would not have you ignorant. So that is my time of that. This is my verse. Thank you.